The Tokyo Marui AA-12 was an interesting yet necessary addition to the airsoft world, with its extreme room and crowd clearing capabilities, whilst running a monstrous 3,000 round drum magazine, 3 inner barrels with their own individual hop-up adjustment dial, allowing BBs to spread as wide as Kim K's bottom. Yet the only real issue I had with it, much like a Toyota Corolla, is that its squarish and expressionless design made this boxy bulk look rather boring. If only the Toyota Corolla just looked cooler, more hip, as well as it being reliable, it would have sold like milkshakes at the yard. Imagine the AA-12 as a dorky-looking pimply man on the game show Beauty and the Geek, and Marui just gave it a complete makeover. It would end up looking like the SGR-12. That's right, underneath all this extravagance is the heart and soul of the AA-12, which we all know and love. So, what makeup did they apply? As you can plainly see, the SGR-12 is just a refurbished AA-12, as the angles are very much the same. Marui have chiseled out the stock, making it look as if the cheek rest can be raised and the stock could be retractable, but it can't. The stock does have a small compartment for a nightcap battery with a small Tamiya plug, with a light that indicates whether the battery is running low or too powerful. We now move forward to the lower receiver section, and you'll notice that it now runs with an M4 style pistol grip. Right above it, the placement of the fire selector has not changed, nor should it, but the angle of which you use the fire selector has been altered. We have safety, semi, firing 3 shots at the same time, and F, which stands for fun mode, or full auto as people put it. The ambidextrous mag release is slightly different to what you usually get on the AA-12, where it's only found on the right side. You still have to slide it down, but at least you get this fantastic looking 93 round ergonomic magazine with windows at the back so you can see the cartridges. I'd much rather have this awesome looking magazine than the somewhat ordinary looking textured magazine, as perfectly fine as it is, but the standoutish words that say sledgehammer makes it look cooler than it actually is, but somewhat demotes it instead, resembling that other shirt that comes with the I'm with stupid shirt. At the tippy top, you'll find these teeny tiny sights, which are a little small, if I'm being honest. You can flip them down, but they are so close to the top rail that you may have to dislocate your neck, turn it 90 degrees, or in fact hold it out in front of you like a stormtrooper would, not that you'll be able to hit anything because accuracy for the win. This is a slight contrast to the Eiffel Tower that is the AA-12 sights, but I see where Marui are going with this, only because they know that you're going to add your own sight to this top rail and not use their own sights. That's forward thinking. The charging handle no longer sits in between the front and rear sights. It is found on the left side. You're going to have to pull it out, charge it to open the breech like you would on the AA-12, do your adjustments for the hop up here, and still have to manually push it forward. And it doesn't sound all that appealing. By far the coolest and most significant change is the M-LOK style handguard. It now looks so much more threatening, like the gaping jaws of Jaws, instead of looking like the head of a cock. Now it does sound like I am belittling the AA-12, by no means. Its performance definitely more than makes up for it. But to be fair, I'd much rather be riding a shark in a tornado than running around with a cock in my hands. Get your mind out of the gutter, we're moving on. The SGR-12 does come with 3 different length Picatinny rails which can be applied to the M-LOK rail, which is a nice addition. You can remove that flash hider, but there is really no point considering nobody's made a replacement part for a tri-inner barrel shotgun. Now that I'm done comparing these 2 shotguns to different animals, I guess that means it's time to chrono the thing. That thing. This one. Not this one, this one. For the Chrono Test, we're using 0.2 gram 6mm BBs. The frustrating thing about this particular Chrono Test is that we had to insert 1 BB at a time into the magazine, insert it, 1 shot, and then reload and do it all over again. It didn't read anything with 3-round burst, which was rather annoying. Here we are at Armed Forces. I fitted the SGR-12 with the 3000 round drum magazine from Tokyo Marui, also fitting the AA-12. Give a monster enough ammunition and it'll rip everything to shreds. And when I say everything, I just mean those quick targets over there. As I shall now demonstrate. I don't think I'll be doing this for 1 minute 40 seconds. Only because I don't think there'll be much paper if I do. It's great for cover fire though, that's for certain. I don't think I'll want to hold this for much longer because it is half a kilo heavier than the AA-12 because of its polymer body and rail system, but it's made out of metal. And the AA-12 is already pretty heavy. Woo! I think that's it. Whatever damage the AA-12 can do, this is pretty much the same. It'll shred through this paper. The trigger feels exactly the same. The accuracy, just the same, even though it's really just about spread. The range is the same. I just wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of this. What I'm trying to say is, don't cheat. Call your hits, or else. It's back to the studio. The AA-12 is like the everyday person. They work regular hours, they eat normally, not really thinking about their diet, but they do occasionally run because exercising was a part of their New Year's resolution. They do their job, and they do it right. Now think of the SGR-12 as the vegan gym junkie. Yes, they have the same regular working hours, but instead of going home and playing games all night, they actually spend their times at the gym for hours on end and lots of money eating right. But does the price, $80 more expensive than the AA-12, justify the means? What it all comes down to in the end is deciding between these two. If your choice is based on realism, then the obvious choice will have to be the AA-12 because the SGR-12 is not based on any real gun out there. The AA-12 does an amazing job leaving destruction in its wake. The SGR-12 just does it more tactically. The SGR-12's bigger brother, also known as the Thor's Hammer, is a couple inches longer than what you see here. And to find that, you're going to have to purchase the game Resident Evil 7. And not only that, you'll have to actually purchase its DLC, Not a Hero. It's such a hassle. But what do you guys think? Should manufacturers start making guns from what they see in games because they're running out of ideas? Or should they stick to replicating real steel firearms? Let me know in the comments section below. So for these two cool products and many more, go to our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com and I'll be seeing you on the next episode of RedWolf TV. Porn Stash out. Except I'm tired, I'm gonna stay here.